He says over here, al-istidlalu talabu dalil, looking for a dalil. So now we have to define dalil as well. What does it mean when they say dalil? When they say dalil. So صاحب الورقات, he says, وَالدَّلِيلُ هُوَ الْمُرْشِدُ إِلَى الْمَطْلُوبِ لِأَنَّهُ عَلَامَةٌ عَلَيْهِ. Evidence is what leads to what is sought, what you are seeking, that is al-matlub. The evidence is what will lead you towards that. Okay, it doesn't mean that every single time the dalil is there, then you've arrived at the matlub. You still have to apply it. You still have to think about it. Okay, it's an alama upon the matlub. Dalil is an alama upon the matlub. For example, you're looking for Zayd, and Zayd's like, I got my hands raised, like in a crowd of individuals. Okay, so you see his hand, the hand is an alama. As soon as you see his hand, does that mean you've arrived at him? You've attained Zayd? Answer is no. You still got to go there. So you got to go to the matlub. The dalil is simply an alama, it's a sign. Okay, it is a sign. طيب. Now, we have to define dalil. Number one, what صاحب الورقات said over here, الدليل هو المرشد إلى المطلوب. This is a linguistic meaning of dalil. And linguistically, when you use the term dalil, because dalil is upon the scale of فعيل. Now, this can refer to two things. Either it can refer to al-murshid, which will be the alama, or it can refer to the Maṣdar meaning, which is al-irshad, nafsul irshad. If it refers to the alama, the murshid, it can refer to two things. Either it refers to the initiator of the evidence, the one who actually created the evidence, or it refers to someone who's just mentioning the evidence. Okay? Either it refers to the actual nasib lid-dalil, the one who actually presented dalil, initiated the dalil, or the one who just did naqal, yani he took someone else's dalil and just mentioned it. Al-dhakir lid-dalil. Okay, so again, linguistically, when we use the term dalil, it's upon the pattern of fa'il. It can be in the meaning of the Maṣdar. And if it comes to the meaning of the Maṣdar, it simply means al-irshad, yani the idea of indicating, the idea of giving dalala, giving irshad, giving a hint, giving an alama, giving a sign, giving an indication. Mean that. But it can also mean al-murshid. Al-murshid means the indicator, that which indicates. Okay, so this is in the meaning of fa'il, right? The literal meaning of fa'il, which is the one that is indicating. But the indicator can be of two types. Either the initiator, the one who created the dalil, or simply the one who's using it, or the one who's mentioning it. Like, the one who's mentioning it is not necessarily, like, I could mention a dalil even if I don't agree with it. I'm just mentioning. I'm dhakir faqat. I don't even agree with the dalil. It's someone else's dalil. It's an argument that I'm trying to debunk, but I mentioned the dalil. Okay, but as for an-nasib lid-dalil, the one who actually initiates the dalil, he obviously believes in it. He created it. He presented the argument. Like, so now, based on this concept, when we say, what is the dalil upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the wujud of a creator? What is the dalil upon the wujud of the creator? Like, so we say, either the dalil is as-sani', the sani' himself, or the dalil is al-alim, the scholar, or it's al-alam, which is the universe. How? The sani' is the dalil. Why? Because the sani' is the one who initiated and created a proof upon himself, an alama upon himself. Allah created the universe, and the universe, because Allah himself tells us in the Quran in so many places, إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب. Allah says, ponder over the creation. And this command of pondering over the creation is mentioned in multiple places in the Quran. Meaning Allah created the creation as a sign upon him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the creation as a sign upon him. So he is the one who initiated and created the proof. He is an-nasib lid-dalil. So if you take dalil in the meaning of al-murshid, an-nasib lid-dalil, then as-sani', the creator himself, would be a dalil ala wujudihi. لأنه هو الناصب لهذا الدليل. He is the one who initiated the dalil. So linguistically, if we say, what is the dalil upon the creator? Now I'm taking the linguistic meaning of dalil to be an-nasib lid-dalil. Then we say the dalil upon the sani' is the sani' himself. Allah himself is the dalil upon his essence. And that's the actual one who initiates the proof. Meaning we say the universe is the dalil upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But who created the universe? Who is the one who told us to ponder upon the universe? Allah. So really, Allah is the one who's giving dalala upon himself. Allah is showing a sign upon himself. Okay? Just like you're asking Zayd in the crowd, where are you? And he says, I'll raise my hand, or I'll raise my cell phone. So he raises his cell phone or his hand, or he raises like a scarf, or he raises some sort of an alama, and you see it. So you say, who was the dalil upon Zayd? See, Zayd himself was the dalil upon himself, because he's the one who initiated the dalil. He created the proof. واضح? So from this perspective, we will say as-sani', the creator himself, is the dalil upon the sani', the wujud of the creator. Or al-alim, the scholar, is the dalil upon the wujud of the creator. Why? Because the scholar mentions all the proofs. He is al-dhakir lid-dalil. So if you take dalil in the meaning of al-dhakir, the one who simply mentions the dalil, then the alim, the scholar, is a dalil upon the sani'. The one who debates, the one who presents the argument, he is a dalil upon the wujud of the creator, because he is the one presenting the arguments. But if you take dalil in the meaning of al-irshad, the idea of dalala itself, the idea of dalala itself, okay, the idea, what you find the indication, then we'll say the universe is the dalil, because the universe is what you're finding the hint or the indication in. It is the alama. It is what you find the alama within. The universe is what's giving you that alama. طيب. Now, this is all from a linguistic perspective. And even Sahib al-Waraqat, when he mentioned the definition of dalil, he mentioned linguistically what the definition of dalil is. Okay. The actual had of dalil, the Uṣūliyun have a definition of dalil, and the Manṭiq have a separate definition of dalil that they mention in their books. The Manṭiq, they say, هو قول مؤلف من قضايا يستلزم لذاته قولا آخر. As for the Uṣūliyun, they say ما يمكن التوصل بصحيح النظر فيه إلى مطلوب خبري. طيب. Now, each of these definitions in the later books, you will dissect them word by word. What does yumkin mean? What type of imkan is this? What does at-tawassul mean? Why did he say at-tawassul? Right? What does sahih al-nadar mean as opposed to fasid al-nadar? What does matlub khabari mean? You will dissect them literally word by word. Likewise, qawlun. Why did he say qawl and not something else? And then mu'allafun min qadaya, not qadiyatayn. Then yastalzimu lidatihi, and yastalzimu hadha qawl lidatihi. Why add the clause of lidatihi? Qawlan akhar. All of this. Okay. More detail regarding this, inshallah, you will study in the later works.